Well, one of the most popular of all tax write-offs, maybe the most popular, is the mortgage interest deduction. But there may be some changes to it under a Trump administration and its expected overhaul of the tax code. How might this affect you, the homeowner? Diana Olick in Washington with the number.
For anyone buying a home, the mortgage interest deduction is a little icing on the cake. It's been around since the introduction of taxes, but now it could be on the chopping block. President-elect Trump's pick for Treasury Secretary included it in a list of deductions he'd reduce.
We'll cap mortgage interest, but we'll allow some deductibility.
The mortgage deduction benefits far fewer homeowners than you might think, less than a quarter of U.S. households. It is already capped at $1 million loans, which is pretty high given that the median home price in America is just over $200,000. Still, its popularity makes it a hot potato that lawmakers really don't want to touch. Interesting in itself, given that only 62% of adults own a home, and of those that do, 1/3 do not have a mortgage. The vast majority of the benefit from the mortgage deduction goes to people who earn more than $100,000.
I think it would have an impact on home prices at the lower end because the market would have lower ability to pay, if you will. So they could qualify for a smaller loan based upon their income, and that would bring down the prices of homes on the lower end, I would expect.
Here's a look at the math behind the deduction. Let's say you have a $500,000 30-year fixed mortgage at 4.5% and you're in the 33% tax bracket. In the first year, the deduction saves you just over $10,000 in taxes. So what if the Trump administration caps deductions at even $100,000? Well, your total interest payment was only about $23,000, so it doesn't affect you on just the mortgage, which is one of the biggest deductions for most people. Still, with mortgage rates and home prices rising, taking away the deduction entirely would make home ownership that much more expensive. You can expect a big fight on this one from the realtors, the home builders, really anyone trying to sell a house. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Diana Olick in Washington.